All right. I'm a mimic. And it's time for us to play Alan Wake 2. As soon as we get anybody joining. Linux Duck, congrats on first. Glad you could make it. You always have such great emotes. So last time we played, I actually missed streaming uh a scheduled stream because I lost internet. Like right as the stream was supposed to start. So it's actually been a little bit. But last time we were in the sheriff's office of Bright Falls playing as Saga. And we were helping the FBC. Well, we were doing the FBC's job for them because they didn't seem to be able to handle the Taken that turned up at the sheriff's office. But we're trying to get into the cell block of the sheriff's office so we can get to Alan and get him the clicker. Agent Estevez is wounded, or else she'd be helping a lot more, I suspect. But we just got the power back on in the sheriff's station, which means we can finally enter the cell block. And luckily, Agent Casey survived as well. He's downstairs in the morgue, but he's alive. Unfortunately, he thinks that Logan, Saga's daughter, is dead as well. So he's kind of succumbing to the story as written. So we're going to see if Saga can work with Alan and get all this fixed. So let's go. We should still be in the basement with the lights on. We are running a little low on ammo, unfortunately, because we did have to take care of a bunch of Taken that stormed the basement. So it looks like we have mostly just rifle ammo and a little bit of shotgun ammo left. But we'll see how we can do. And that way should be... Oh, a mess. This is where we fought one of the Taken that, like, swims in darkness. But Casey seems alive. Still.
I'll wait here.
And he'll wait here. I'm just going to check for ammo. I hope you don't mind, Casey. Unless you have any. Do you have any ammo? No, he doesn't have any ammo. Did we read this? I don't think we read this. Injury report. Subject, Agent Casey, FBI. And this is on FBC letterhead. Description of injury. 2218. Subject seems physically weakened, with some confusion about his whereabouts and events. Concussion? Similar symptoms to those becoming shaded individuals. Exposure to the shadow is suspected but not confirmed. Physical wounds are minimal, light abrasions, possible mild concussion. 0730. Continued observation shows no signs of increased aggression in subject. Subject remains aware and coherent. A starkly different progression than other victims. Reasons for exceptional result unknown. Less severe exposure, subject's resilience, intentionality on the shadow's part, requires further examination and testing. Well, he seems to have survived the night without becoming taken. That can only be a good sign, right? Right? I hope so. Just gonna do a quick pass for ammo because we were kind of in a hurry. Being chased by Taken and whatnot. I need to move this chair. Or not. There we go. Oh, thank you. We got some ammo. So let's go ahead and reload. That can't be a good sign. I think we need to get out of here before Taken start respawning. Did we miss any other containers? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's some at the front desk we can try. And there's the pump action shotgun, which we should try and get simply because it, we couldn't get to it before because I think the password for it is on the computer. And without power, the computer was down. I do kind of want to go around next time we have free control of where we can go. I'd like to go around and pick up some of the other cult stashes, because I think that's where I get my inventory slots. Because that's where I got the latest one.
Anderson, over here. Got a little cramped in that closet.
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those Taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree. Don't let your guard down.
The Koskela brothers are in there.
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have Bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
What's at the lake house?
It's a Bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
Wish me luck.
According to the Luck and Probability Department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
Thanks for that, Estes. I needed a laugh. Oh, okay. Well, let's reload the rest of it. I thought it said there was a second container in here. Okay, we already read these. This is the not your personal assistant, make coffee. So where's the other container? I guess we've already seen it. Ooh, that is pretty. I always like the rain at night feeling. Pretty and pretty spooky. Let's see if we can get this pump action shotgun. The radio works. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a static coming over the radio. Okay, let's go all the way back. Staff kitchen policy reminders from Sheriff Station admin to Sheriff Station team. February 20th, 23. Do not microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. Yeah, that's true. Don't microwave fish. Important information from admin to team. August 26th, 2023. Mulligan owes me $20 and refuses to pay it back. I suggest we dock his pay for that amount, plus interest, and add it directly to my paycheck. Deputy Thornton. Important information from admin to team. September 9th, 23. Thornton doesn't remember. I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago, so don't listen to him. And definitely do not touch my pay, or I'll swear to God I'll sue. Deputy Mulligan. I thought these guys were supposed to be best friends. Reminder. From admin to team, September 3rd, 23. The front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. And remember to wash your coffee mugs. Admin. Deerfest safety preparations from Officer Barbara Morgan to Sheriff Station team. September 9th, 23. Hey y'all, I missed the sync on Deerfest safety prep last time. Any updates? What's the latest on crowd control? Whoever put bayonets into the suggestion box was clearly kidding, right? Right? Barb. Yes, I think bayonets are definitely the best form of crowd control in this case. Definitely. No question. Security measures from Officer James Cooper to Station Admin. September 7th, 23. I understand that there's a need to keep the arrested folks under lock and key, but who the heck is the paranoid madman who decided we need every other door in our facility to be geared with the latest high-tech top security nonsense? The stuff's not safe. One power outage and those locks aren't budging. I've warned you about this half a dozen times now. Don't blame me when you're locked in with no way out. Officer Cooper. Yeah, I agree. There's definitely times to have locks that fail closed, in the event of a power outage, but there are quite a few that you need to fail open. But it looks like there's nothing in here about that shotgun. So we must be missing something. It's just a 3-digit code. Do not forget one, two, three. Maybe the authors? QBW? So what would that be? 7, 2... Is that 9? It's W9? No. W would be 3. 723? Worth a try. Hey, that was it. What do you mean inventory full? What did I pick up? Ammo. Ammo's useful though. I haven't been using these rocket flares, and I have 3 of them. Crazy how I'm already out of inventory space when I just got inventory. So, let's go find a safe room and fix that. I just need a shoebox, and I think that means I have to go downstairs. I couldn't come in here before because Estevez was in here, but I'm not seeing anything worth getting. But I bet that pump action shotgun would have been super useful downstairs. You look like you're just gonna stand up. I really hope you don't. Okay, so I definitely don't need 3 of these since I haven't been using them. So I'm gonna put 2 away just in case. And then I have an off number of trauma pads, so I'm gonna put 1 away. That should be enough for a shotgun, right? Oh, you know what? I bet I could put the sawed-off shotgun away. But will that take 2 of my bullets if I do? Probably. We'll see if the pump action comes with any good ones. But then I could probably put the sawed-off away and get... What? Oh, I knocked all that stuff down.
I'm sure Sheriff Breaker wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Oop. Thanks, Sheriff Breaker. Okay, so it's loaded already with 6. So let's go ahead and put that one away, and that will free up some of my inventory space. We can just quick slot that. Yeah, I think I'm okay with putting the other shotgun away. So I don't think running two guns with limited inventory that share the same ammo is a good call. So we're gonna move that. We're gonna move this down here so we can move this up there. Oh, it was just the water cooler. That water cooler keeps getting me. I think it's the swimming taken. But now that we have the shotgun, let's go ahead and open the door. Oh, the door's been open.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shut me! Typical government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker! You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea! Let us out! You can't stop it, none of you can. We can take care of this. We've been preparing for this.
You've been preparing for Wake to come back? Sheriff station attacked.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
Well, that's not good. But it looks like this page was edited so that the para-utilitarian was already in custody. Which is a good thing. Isn't it? If Wake's been editing things... Because last time one of the pages that Wake edited said that everything that comes out of the lake comes back wrong. Any more FBC files for me to read? I mean, there's a lot of files, but none for me to read, it looks like.
Need the key.
Oh, I can't use the sheriff's station keys to open... And there's Wake. Okay.
Saga, do you have it?
Well, first I wanted to see if I can talk to these guys, but I think I missed that chance.
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Don't fucking give it to him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking destroy you! Yeah.
It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here. But you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FBC generator cubes.
The generator cubes. Oh, come on. Let's see. Let's do this one.
There must be a way to slow him down.
How do I slow him down? Just shooting him? Come on, come on, come on. That doesn't seem good. Yeah, no, none of this seems good, does it? This is not how the story goes. I agree. This is not how the story should go.
Don't fucking give it to him!
Okay, so we need to figure out.
It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn...
Come on, come on, come on.
There must be a way to slow him down.
I don't know if that worked. Come on, come on, come on.
He's too fast. Got one.
2 more to go.
Nope. Nope, nope. What? What is... Oh, light. Got one.
Another core activated.
Only 1 left. Doing great.
I'm not sure I agree with the whole doing great statement, but... Okay. We got some health. We got some ammo. We need to find... Oh, there it is. Come on, come on, come on.
Scratcher's here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
I'm in the rain, trickling down. I'm the sickness of this town. I'm the ants inside your walls, the quiet knocking on your door. It's not your story to write. Scratch out your words in the night. When the writer is in doubt, my turn to come out. Twisted and cruel.
That's not good. So, was it Scratch the whole time, or is Scratch coming out through Alan? Once he saw that the clicker was close. Poor Yako. First, we're gonna go to the case board because Wake attacked. Scratch wanted the same thing as Wake, the clicker. Their goals were the same. Could mean Scratch and Wake are the one and the same, or it's just a coincidence. Wake has been contacting me from the dark place. I assumed something strange was happening with time. But what if it's simpler than that? What if Wake is still in the dark place? I just realized we still have profiling to do for both Casey and Wake.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm Sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
That probably would have been good to do while we were still downstairs, but I forgot about it.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
I did like the note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Wake is in the dark place. Been there the entire time? He's definitely there now. So he is there. Did he ever get out? What the hell is going on here? So now we have to figure out how to rescue Wake. We did get another cult stash in Bright Falls. And that's all of them. We got all of the cult stashes in Bright Falls. We're missing one at Cauldron Lake and 2 in Watery. That's not bad. Cult of the Tree. FBC file linking the cult activity to Wake. It's possible Wake is connected to the cult, but if Scratch is identical to Wake, then this could refer to either of them. We're still missing a bunch of clues. FBC brought powerful light arrays to subdue the Taken. They were powerful, but it was still crazy dark out there. Light and dark
That's
presence.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
We kind of knew that already, Saga. These are all for later. Okay. Let's talk to these
Scratch
two.
is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go
That-
team.
That seemed kind of passive-aggressive.
One more thing, the lake house. I didn't give you all the details earlier, but now that you're part of the team, I can really let loose. Misery loves company.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Might be fine.
What happened at the lake house?
Oh, that's the lake house expansion. We're going to do that when we're done with the main story.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Thanks for chiming in, Casey.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Ooh, we can profile Scratch. Interesting.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Plus, Saga knows she's immune. But we got some more info. The thing that attacked Casey had Wake's face. There was never any Wake, it was Scratch the whole time. Casey thinks Wake is Scratch and always has been. It's certainly possible. Casey, David and I took a break and I moved to Watery with Logan.
I know what is real and what isn't. A megalomaniac writer can't make me doubt that. I have more family than I even knew. And I need to protect them all.
The story says I left David and job for a trailer. This is not me. This is not my life. Case closed? Really? Did we find everything? Certainly seems like it. Case closed.
Investigating the story's lies led me to a family I didn't know I had. Or was finding them part of the story too. Maybe it doesn't matter.
And then we still don't have anything new here. So let's go back to profiling and profile Scratch himself. What Scratch wants.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No! I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Yeah, that would have been bad. Let's not connect to Scratch. Okay, so that's the lake house. Did we read these? Yeah, we read these already. Those are the documents connecting Wake. So let's go ahead and save. We need to examine the files in the locked cell, because we are now deputized into the FBC.
I'm so sorry, Yako.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Yako was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the Cult of the Tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
Okay.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
He's never heard of Scratch.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
Sounds like a rule of acquisition, doesn't it? Fear is a great motivator.
You were the better Koskela. Much better than me.
Sorry, Ilmo. But we got a bunch of stuff. Let's profile the Koskelas.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
There we go. That does explain a lot. We have a bunch of stuff for the Cult of the Tree now. Nightingale was already taken. The cult's ritual would have stopped him, but was interrupted. Nightingale's ritual was the only one interrupted. That's why he was the only taken among the victims. Because of the Bookers. Ilmo says the cult found Wake's pages inside Taken and believed he was the cause. Interesting. Oh, that's why they want to kill Wake. The cult thinks Wake is responsible for the Taken and believe killing him will stop this. Can't exactly fault their logic there. That's kind of true, isn't it? He's never heard of Scratch. Cult wasn't working for or with Wake or Scratch. They were operating on their own. The Cult of the Tree targeted people already corrupted by the Dark Presence. Their goal was to protect the community. No, not the psychology. Cult goal. That's what it is. Deduction available. Cult of Tree kills taken and to protect Bright Falls and Watery. Their intentions were good even if they weren't seeing the full picture. The ritual was meant to destroy Taken, not to create them.
Yeah.
The purpose of the cult was to kill Taken. So Nightingale was taken from the start, and they couldn't finish the job. So we're still missing a few clues here. I wonder where they are. Maybe they're deductions.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
Okay, so
My brother.
Ilmo's gonna help us, as will the rest of the Cult of the Tree. Let's go read those FBC files. Are there any pages in the cells that had been closed, though? Specifically this one, because this is where Scratch was. But I don't see anything. Okay.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Deployment order. Urgent situation. At approximately 1900 hours on 13 September 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A-040, the Shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC research facility WA-03, codename the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from the Remote Operations Site at Redacted. All available Shadow-specific equipment, Lot 4-11B, has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatched team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing. Wait a minute, who's Redacted? Because they wouldn't know about Casey and Saga, right? So who's the other relevant party? Interesting.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Item classification request number 194-F. Summary of findings. Description: para-utility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord, with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on redacted, when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult, because the only reported use of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold, or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a Redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a Redacted, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. See file AWE-35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion: the light switch is a possible OOP, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on second-hand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. So it's an object of power. I wonder what would happen if, like, Jesse bonded with it. Because right now it seems to be bound to Wake/Scratch. Because they're the only ones we've actually seen use it or try to get to it. But I wonder if, like, Jesse could alter reality with it. That'd be interesting. Threshold kids. No Threshold kids here yet. That would be creepy, though. Case board. FBC file on the clicker and its paranatural qualities.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
FBC speculates that the clicker can only be used by a capable para-utilitarian. So, if that is what it does, that would suggest that if Jessie were to bond with it, she could view a piece of art, click the clicker, and it would make that piece of art reality? I could see that being interesting, if that's how it would work. FBC file on Cauldron Lake. It's a threshold to another reality. how to rescue Wake. Okay. Wake's in the dark place, and Cauldron Lake is the threshold to it. That's true. Okay, so those were the only two new things we got out of that. It looks like there were things written on this whiteboard, excuse me, not chalkboard, but I can't read them now.
The cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch?
Transcript of an interview with subject Alan Wake, suspected parautilitarian. Location: Bright Falls, Washington. Interviewer: Kieran Estevez, lead agent. K.E. Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. A.W. There's a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. K.E. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? A.W. It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression. Music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it, all of it. You have to believe me. K.E. We are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure these nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? Alan Wake. I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? That made me laugh. Yeah, hey, can you redact that? That's pretty good. K.E. Mr. Wake, you are in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. A.W. You're not expletive listening to me. K.E. We're listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? A.W. Expletive you. Let me the expletive out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
Report supplement. Re the Shadow. Summary. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AWE-35, additional details regarding the Shadow, A-010, have been discovered. Redacted and Redacted, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are: A. The shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. B. The shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. See file 38-453-1873 for full report. So, if the shadow is A-010, hold on. I thought this... Wasn't there one saying that Cauldron Lake is the threshold and reality for... It's the origin dimension of A040, the shadow. So which is it? 040 or 010? The Dark Presence feeds on artists and the art they produce. It's not just writing. Music, painting, film, photography, any artistic expression can feed it. FBC file. The Dark Presence assumed the form of Barbara Jagger. Scratch awake.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
So this isn't the first time the Dark Presence has stolen someone's form. Scratch pretended to be Wake, used us. For how long? The whole time? Can anything Wake said be trusted? Probably not. I wouldn't trust anything Wake said. FBC file on capabilities of light switch object, the clicker. According to the file, Wake has used the clicker to change reality before. That's true. Why do we have profiling? Tor? Why do we have profiling on Tor? Trusting Wake.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
That's good. Did we get a new... We did not get a new clue from that, though. But thanks for letting us know, Tor. Okay, so that appears to be everything in here. Can I go out back and look at the damage caused back here? How was I supposed to be able to pick this stuff up while he was attacking? I was barely able to do anything while he was chasing me down. The rifle really was the way to go, though. A single headshot made him stop in his tracks. They brought some weird equipment out. I think those are floodlights? Probably would have worked better than the light bars that we had. What was that? I heard something. Like, talking. Huh. I don't know what it would be, though. FBC 2001-1, 2005. That is a mobile cell. 2001 to 2005. 2001 to 2005? Or no, 2000... Yeah, 2001-1. Weird. What are you taking pictures of? You're taking a selfie? Nothing to see here, folks. There were no gunshots. No screaming. Nobody burst into a cloud of blood. Okay, let's talk back past this.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
Yeah, funny, Casey.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do. So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
Why, Casey? Why are you throwing up death flags all over the place? Don't die. Don't die. Save. Why is this still... Is there a pattern to that? Is that just normal static? I don't know how I'd go about decoding something like that. If there's anything there to decode. Okay, so we can't talk to him. It was nice of them to cover all the bodies. Is there any reason for us to go downstairs? I kind of doubt it, but I'm gonna check anyway. Like, the only thing that should have changed is where Casey was. Because he came out, so I'm wondering if there's like a page back there or something. I don't see anything. It looks like he just hopped over the barricade. Alright. So where does that leave us? Our goal is to come up with a new plan. I'm assuming we do that by talking to Casey and Estevez, but it didn't seem like they had anything else to talk about. Unless there's more profiling I can do. What happened to the lake house? No, I've done all the profiling. There's new stuff. Oh, we got all of Pat Main's radio show. That's cool. We're missing an Old Gods of Asgard song. 2 various artists. These are all for later. Waken the clicker. Okay. Estevez identified the clicker as a paranatural item and believes it has power. There we go.
The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help.
And that's when we were supposed to go talk to Tor. Okay. The FBC is confident the clicker has power, but can that power help us or just Scratch? Profiling. That's what we want. Tor. How do we rescue Wake?
Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
But that's how Wake was able to save everybody in the first game, was putting himself in the dark place.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
It won't? If you say
I've got
so.
it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good.
I've got a plan.
So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
This is the beginning of the end game. To travel to Cauldron Lake, you need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to continue. Okay, not yet.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson.
Okay.
You let me know when you're ready.
The reason is because I do want to increase my inventory size, honestly. That's a lot of people just standing there. Which means I need to go to the case board and look at the cult stashes. There are 2 in Watery and 1 at Cauldron Lake. We're going to be going to Cauldron Lake. So I'm going to go to Watery and get these last 2 cult stashes and hopefully increase my inventory space. There's another thing we forgot in Watery, which is are we stuck in here? I think we're stuck in here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Can I look at Watery? Yes, I can. So there's a cult stash here at the Watery Lighthouse, which we haven't been to. And there's a cult stash behind the Kavala Knight's workshop. But then there's also a ranger cabin we haven't gone to. And the ranger cabins are all the poetry, the dolls, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Watery, check out the lighthouse real quick so we can get the cult stash there. Hit up the Kavala Knights, get that cult stash. We'll see how much time we have, and then possibly make our way through Coffee World and hit up the ranger cabin. I think that's doable. Can I just take this car, or do I have to take my car? And why is everybody just standing out in the rain? This is really creepy, guys.
Anybody seen what I like emotionals about?
Who knows? If it's not one thing, it's the other.
I think they've got the Koskela brothers locked up in there. I saw them go in earlier.
Yeah, but
Probably got them for what happened to poor Mocha the Moose.
they're blaming it on Mocha the Moose. There was a commotion, there was gunshots, screaming, throwing things around. Oh, it was just Mocha. It was the Koskela brothers about Mocha the Moose. There's this thing with the mayor posters as well. Like, it seems like something to collect, but it's not going into the case board at all. So I don't know what it actually... There's a page. I was not expecting a page here. The cult finds the clicker.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskela knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskelas sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the Shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
It seems to have worked, too. Interesting that this is the page that Alan edited so that it's the cult killing the Taken. This is where he gave them the ritual. See, so that just makes me wonder if there are other pages just laying out there in the darkness. Or even, you know, in the lodge itself. But we're gonna go to... what's up there?
There's nothing there, just darkness.
That was creepy.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think Lucy's coming back.
Fuck, Riley. This is so messed up.
I know.
It's never a mistake to come to Bright Falls. So... there was somebody banging on this door. Can we get in? No. This is the Booker's room. No pages here. Yeah, see, there's no reason to come back
I can't get through this.
There's no reason to come back here. So we're just going to go to Watery. And it should be fairly quick. We just need those 2 cult stashes and the ranger station. And I have the pump action shotgun and some ammo for it. Work? Meet Mary Setter. Here. Setter for mayor.
And now, the sheriff's station? Did you hear?
Hear what?
Apparently, they locked up that crime writer, you know, the one who disappeared in Bright Falls years ago. And then they find him, and boom, all hell breaks loose.
Big city folk, the FBI, famous writers. Ugh, they're all bad luck if you ask me.
Are you Mayor Setter?
So, is everyone all right down there in Bright
Oh!
I just don't know.
Hello, Mayor Setter.
There's a lot of good folk in that
Nice to
town.
meet you.
A lot of friendly folk.
And it used to be such a nice, quiet place too, like Watery, before certain people came to town.
Oh, Mayor Setter is such a good boy. Were all of the mayor posters dog puns? Oh, you're such a good dog. Setter for mayor.
Well, that's the cutest mayor I've ever seen for sure.
Were they always dog puns? Let me see this. Mayor Setter will stand up for justice. Well, we got a Vote Setter marks all nearby resources and points of interest on the map. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's, we're gonna swap this out. It shows me manuscript pages. I think this is my favorite charm ever. Was it this? Or was it over there? It was over there. Okay. Now it looks like the sauna is in use.
Some real strange news, I hear.
Best to keep your head down and mind your own business.
I suppose you're right. As long as they don't come and disturb our sauna nights, we'll be fine.
Okay, so
So, you don't think there's anything to worry about?
where's this
With all this
pier?
going on around.
I missed it.
I think worrying is a fool's game.
Huh? Well, I wouldn't have taken you for a philosopher.
The Dark Presence attacks.
Bailey ran around the corner as the street lamps flickered and went off. It was in front of him, a glitching cloud. A dark, boiling monster. Looking at it felt like what a stroke must feel like. He was sick with fear. He fell. The dark presence ripped into him, swallowed him, filled his lungs and his brains with dark water. Bailey saw a snarling face in the darkness. Then he realized it was his own face. He was snarling. He was standing in the street in the dark, and he was snarling. He was snarling, he snarled. The monster was gone. The darkness coiled around him in tatters and wisps. He was the monster now filled with rage. He was the monster now filled with rage, he shouted.
Why was that added? The swallowed him, filled his lungs and brains with dark water was added. That's weird. That finished off Return 3. So maybe we can actually get all of these pages with this new charm we got. So that is one handy charm. Who are you? Oh, you're just smoking in the dark on a road. Alright. I guess I'm running down the middle of a road at night. Oh, good. Pulled out the rifle. Let me see. How do we get up there? See, this is blocked off. Why is that blocked off? Strange. I guess we should also be looking for any Alex Casey lunchboxes, since we're going through new area. I'm gonna stop running just because I did pull out my rifle, which means there's probably enemies about. Hey, you can see the Ferris wheel from here.
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
Oh, wait. Sweet. But then, almost at the same time, but not quite, another hand grabbed my other wrist. It was my childhood friend's estranged twin brother, a rugged ex-soldier who had helped me fight back the zombie horde with his chiseled jaw and smoldering eyes and worn leather jacket. My heart fluttered like a small bird against its cage. Ignore him, babe. You know I'm who you want. The sensitive friend I had cared for all my life, or the intense warrior I had known for one harrowing day. How was I ever going to choose? The zombies were easier than this. That's great, Rose. Thanks for that. Such good fan fiction. Quick save. Sir, are you okay?
Hunting season was a bust!
Oh, we have a few. Where are you? What? Why did I not? There we go.
Coffee World brought tourists!
you are.
Fucking monsters.
Yeah, they are. I still hear more. Where? Where are you? How did I miss that? You know, one-on-one, the rifle isn't bad. They're not giving me any ammo, though, which would have been nice. Well, there's the lighthouse. And another FBC station, of course. An old watcher of the sea, before his demise, cursed the waters that ruined his eyes. So he played a trick on the ocean deep, the waves to fight and havoc to wreak, and in doing that wrong, lost his soul's song. Okay, so an old man. The Watcher is old man, right? We have an old man. Wise elder. And then this is the trickster.
Okay.
Was it all the way down there? Nope, too far away.
You let Logan drown.
Way too many hits for that. Okay, where do the steps go? They still go this way. Still going this way. Is this gonna lead all the way down to that closed off area? And also, I could use some more batteries. I'm down to 1. Yep, it's leading all the way down. Yep, this is open now. But I don't see... Oh, there it is.
A charm.
Lighthouse charm.
Perfect for my bracelet.
Lighthouse charm increases the maximum health restored in safe havens. That doesn't sound so bad. Well, I only have 3 slots, and I'm not sure that one is one I would use. But now we have to go all the way back up to the lighthouse. And I bet the Taken have come back there. Let's go ahead and shoebox this charm away. Quick save. And then look at our map. So there's a locked door with a bunch of containers up at the watery lighthouse and a manuscript page. There's a locked container, our cult stash, and a point of interest. Well, let's check and see if we have the key to the lighthouse, but I don't think we do.
Need to find the key.
Maybe the trailer park key? No. Okay, so we don't have a key to the lighthouse. And there's a manuscript page in it at least. Right? Yeah, those are all inside, and there's 2 manuscript pages and a bunch of containers. I don't know where the key for that would be. Okay, so I need to go this way to get my cult stash. This should just require a screwdriver. Haven't had to use that in a while. And there are my batteries. Much better. Okay, so that's just a shortcut back to the safe room. Oop. Here we have 3 lines. 2 lines. Okay, so 3 is the cult of the word. 3 is the cult of the word. 2 is the cult of the tree. What's number 1? I don't see any other. See, that's just the cult of the word symbol again. Well, now, hold on. Why are there others? Oh, there we go. 1 is the upside down cult of the tree.
There's another cult stash.
So if 1 is upside down cult of the tree, 2 is the cult of the word, and 3 is the cult of the tree? Or is it the other way around? Two was the cult of the word, right? 3 is the cult of the word. I got those backwards. There we go. Getting the Anderson brothers on board would be a big win for us. So I'm offering a $100 Superstore gift card plus a year's worth of free coffee at the Oh Dear Diner to whoever gets those two to join. Let's get recruiting. I don't need either of those. I'm going to leave those there. I finally got that stash. Quick save. Let's look at our map. There's a container, a point of interest, and then we can continue on to the workshop. I completely forgot there is another... Come on.
I'm never gonna get used to this.
That almost looks like a mannequin with all that Coffee World paint on him. That's creepy. Thank you for the batteries, though. I needed those. And then let's use a painkiller. My first watery visit. I'm staying near the Lighthouse Trailer Park at a nice little spot just off the road. It's very quiet here during the day. At night, not so much. I've never been too nervous and can sleep through an earthquake, but here, I don't know, something just feels off. The animals act weird. They're restless at night, making weird noises and running away. I could swear I hear someone moving around. Circling. I'm going to give it one more night and then move on. That's pretty brave. I hope you got out. Okay, so the trailer park's down there. And I do happen to have bolt cutters now, which I didn't before. And there's a trailer down there that requires bolt cutters. I did not expect Saga to put her weapon away when I came in here. Wow. Okay, so what do we have back here? What would have been worth coming all the way back here for? Becomes the question. Oh, I heard it. It's an FBC station. Well, this part isn't, but in there is. keep giving me more ammo, which is nice now, I guess. I can leave that way now.
Oh, another rhyme.
Why are there leaves everywhere and bales of hay? The old man who could not see had no children of his own, so he cared for a fawn not yet grown. For the deer for him was dear, and filled his life with love. So the old man could not see. So that's the wise elder doll. He had no children of his own, so he had a fawn not yet grown.
Nah.
The deer to him was dear. Filled his life with love. So the deer goes here.
Yes.
Huh?
Late cards.
He wasn't covered in darkness, and he was just a cult of the tree. Shouldn't he have been on our side? What do you mean not authorized? Deerfest charm significantly increases time before darkness shield regenerate. That would have been nice earlier. How many are there? Okay, I think what I'm going to need is one of these. Where did you come from?
We watch in the night! General!
Lots of charms lying around here.
That was rough. That was very rough. I'm just gonna use both of my trauma pads because I know I can get more. Oh, that was rough. At least we got our charm. There's nothing else we want down here. Okay. I'm hoping this next vault box will give me an inventory increase. We should be able to just go straight to the Kalevala Knights. Deal with any taken there. And grab this cult box. kept thinking I'm hearing weird laughing, but I realized it's the Hotari float that has the tape of the weird laughter. This looks like a little mini coffee world, doesn't it? Weird.
Another one of those cult boxes.
Oh.
Where'd it go?
Reload. 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 Come on, sucker, reload. Thank you.
Roasted mine!
I was not expecting one of those out here, which is unfortunate. So let's use one of these. And one of these. Why is there darkness over here? Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna come back here and read what this says. Spare parts. Okay, so we need to count up the number of spare parts for each ride. How hard could it be, right? Are these... These would be for the Ferris wheel, right? So we'll do Ferris wheel first. 3. Any others? 4, 5. Okay, I think that's all of those. That's 1, 2. That's 2 of each of those ones. Like I can hear it taken somewhere. Okay, so I think it's 2 bumper cars. So I think this is a 5. Oh wait, bumper car, rocket bumper car. Okay, 5. 3, 2. No, come on. Because there's one rocket, right? Are there others over here? Oh, is it four? Four rockets? 2 bumper cars? I think these are the only 2 bumper cars I saw. Did anybody else see a bumper car? Okay, it was just the one rocket I was missing. Why can't I take this? I'm putting it in writing here that Operation Bigger is Better is simply not possible from an engineering perspective. I know he loves his crazy ideas, but his schematic looks like a damn comic book. Charlene drew it for him, didn't she? It can't be done. Well, that's too bad. And also, that did not have my inventory upgrade in it. Which is unfortunate. And for some reason I cannot pick up rifle ammo. There we go. Got my rifle ammo. Yeah, let's get out of here. Nope. Almost missed this one. That laughter. Okay, checking the map. See, we just have to get up here to the ranger station, and there's a break room on the way. How bad could it be? There's no way Coffee World's still infested, right? We spent so much time here in Night Springs, I kind of just know where to go now. We didn't miss anything here, right? Nothing's showing up. Nothing's showing up. Okay, which way? It's out and then back in. Scarily, that almost looks like it could be walked in. But my Mare Setter charm does not say that there's stuff out there, so I'm not going to worry about it. I am, however, going to go to the ranger station, ranger cabin. Because this was all flooded until we dealt with Mulligan and Thornton Hello, puppies. Is that 3? How many puppies are there? Nope, wrong button. That's unfortunate. If I'm up here, they have to come up these stairs to get me. Okay, this should just be our screwdriver. I don't need those. That just leads out back. There's no reason to go there yet. FBC file. Somebody was reading files while having a lovely little dinner. Looks like whoever was in here was very neat compared to some of the other FBC sites we've seen. Experiment PF-NR-23, codename Beauty and the Beast. Test results notations. Creating the perfect environment for each test case has become the crux of my study. However, I'm not certain that setting the stage in a sufficiently convincing manner will make the fiction come into existence. I'm now going to use propping in the way a set designer of a feature film would, making the cabin seem like the actual house of the characters depicted in the rhyme, with small personal touches and realistic items in addition to the few key items, such as the drawings, dolls, and personal letters used so far. The early results have been promising, but incomplete. I will continue with the propping in a controlled manner until it reaches a functional state. It is crucial to gain traction with this. The dimensional opening I'm attempting to manifest in this very location will be a groundbreaking achievement worthy of my genius. Wow. They're kind of arrogant, if you ask me. Flowers on the bed, okay. So where's the actual site? Becomes the question. The other one being, are there any deer up here? I'm not seeing any.
Another one of those rhymes.
A young woman, eager and smart, ventured into the woods, the beast lair. The king of the forest stole her heart, and together they now live without care. Okay, so do we have a maiden? We have a maiden. Do we have a king? We don't have a king. We have a wise elder? That doesn't sound right.
No.
We have a hero.
Think, Saga.
The king of the forest. Who is the king of the forest? Bear. No. Why screaming? Is now where I actually fight the bear? Oh, this place was torn apart. Okay, well, it didn't seem to manifest anything other than the charm, which is a good thing. FBC charm. Increase the damage dealt when detected by enemies. Ooh. Ooh. That's a cool one. I think that's it for this site. Yep. So we're just gonna get back to the break room. As soon as we deal with these taken. How hanky is this? Okay, okay. Now the question becomes which way's out? Toward the sounds of Coffee World. That is the way out. So this charm that I got is pretty handy. It makes me want to just go around to all the previous locations and see if I missed anything. But not right now, and not today, because I am out of time. So we're going to manually save. But we'll have to pick this up next time. We'll probably do just a little bit more looking around to make sure I don't miss anything important. And I'll probably actually go through the plot board or the case board and make sure it has all of the cult stashes and whatnot filled in. I think I got most, if not all of them. So I don't know why I don't have the upgraded storage. So that's a question for next time as well. And if possible, we'll start the ending. It seems to be the ending by talking to Estevez and going to Cauldron Lake and using the clicker to rescue Alan. That's the goal. So next time, we will try to rescue Alan. But for now, stick with me while we raid somebody. Let's see. Is there anybody playing Control right now? Because we've been dealing with the FBC quite a bit. So if we can find somebody playing Control for the first time, we'll raid them. I don't see anybody that says that they're playing for the first time. So we'll try just Alan Wake. It looks like everybody's probably played it before, but there's somebody here who's trying to beat Alan Wake in one sitting. So we're going to join them. Be nice, everybody. And thanks for hanging out. And stick around for this raid.